Before we get into this video, I would like to take the time to remind everybody exactly what Memorial Day is all about. Memorial Day is a federal holiday in which we honor and remember the sacrifices that millions of American men and women have made to this country in time of war. Their lives and their memories will not be forgotten. So remember that and make sure you take a moment of silence to honor them as you're lighting up your grill, eating your food, and enjoying your Memorial Day. Thank you. So these are the ingredients that we're going to use to make our gourmet eggs. We have butter, cubed ham, we have 6 eggs, and we have 1 shallot diced. And up in the right, we got some kosher salt. So these are going to be the ingredients that we're going to use to make our gourmet eggs, and it's very simple. So the first thing we're going to do is in a high-walled saucepan, we're going to put 1 tablespoon of butter, and we're going to let it melt down. In the meantime, while it's melting, let's talk about my Instagram. I have an Instagram. It's one_dirt_sailor. Please go check it out. Follow me. I post a lot of food, a lot of truck, and a lot of my life posts and videos. It's really neat. Check it out. So now that the butter is all melted down, we're going to start off with our cubed ham. The reason why we're starting off with the ham first is because it's going to take a little bit to brown up and get a really good, nice color to it. And that's exactly what we kind of want here. We want the ham to be flavorful. When we get around to using the salt, we're only going to put a very small pinch of salt because ham's very salty on its own, and we don't want to overload our taste buds with the salt. Once the ham has some good color to it, we're going to add our chopped or diced shallot. And we're going to go ahead and stir that around using our rubber spatula, and we're just going to get it all mixed in and get it cooked around. We don't want the shallots to be too crunchy, but we do want them to cook down just a little bit and bring that flavor in. Once it's all good to go, we're going to dump our 6 eggs in, and the next step is actually very important. You'll notice I didn't crack my eggs and then stir them immediately into a bowl. I kept them whole and I dumped them into the saucepan as you just previously saw. The reason why is because you're going to stir them up inside the saucepan. Now, these eggs, this style of scrambled eggs, I love. I eat it all the time. It's a really simple process. As you see, I took the pot off of the heat as I'm stirring. You want to keep stirring and you want to get everything off the side walls as you stir it around. You're not going to stop stirring. This is a very vigorous stirring type of cooking. But what you're going to end up with is a very creamy, very smooth, very flavorful scrambled eggs. It's going to be great. So we're just going to go ahead and speed this up a little bit because I don't want to bore you guys with about 10 minutes of me stirring eggs. And you just repeat the process. As you take it on and off of the heat, what you're doing is you're balancing out the cooking. Here, I'm putting in 1 more tablespoon of butter. Now, for those of you that want to know, I am using Kerrygold's Pure Irish Butter. It's great flavor. It's great texture. It's something I love using. I use it all the time in pretty much any dish that requires butter. So you're going to constantly repeat this process of putting it on the heat. You're going to stir it up until you start to see curds. Then you take it off of the heat and you continue to stir. And then once you're ready, you put it back on the heat and you repeat this process until you start to get a nice connection with the eggs. And here I realized I was having some camera issues with clarity. Shot just wasn't coming in the way it was supposed to. And then once you're done, you're going to go ahead and plate it up onto a plate. Now, you got to remember, when you plate hot food, you want hot food to go on a hot plate. It's what retains that heat. You don't want to put hot food on a cold plate. It'll shock the food and stop the cooking. Okay, so as we go ahead and we pour the eggs on here, they're nice, they're creamy, they're very smooth, has a nice velvet touch on the tongue. It's great. And then we're going to sprinkle a little bit of pre-shredded cheese. I didn't have any cheese to shred, so I was a little upset that I had to do this, but substitutes are substitutes. It's part of cooking. And here we have it. This here is the gourmet style scrambled eggs. Hey, if you like this video and you want to see more videos like it, go ahead and hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, leave a comment below. It really helps me out, really lets me know what you guys are thinking, and I hope to see you next week.